Halloween. The killer moves through the house without a flicker of panic. Whoever is under that mask is in no hurry at all. Halloween night, 1963, Haddonfield. A quiet house, a teenage girl and her boyfriend alone inside. Then the boyfriend leaves. Now she's alone. Then we watch through two eye holes. A hand finds a kitchen knife. The mask comes down, up the stairs to the bedroom. Judith Myers turns, barely understanding what she sees. The knife falls again and again. Then the killer walks back down and out the front door, calm in the dark. No fear in those footsteps, just something cold, walking away. Here's the detail the movie hides until the end. The killer was never an adult. His parents arrive. His father steps forward and lifts the clown mask away. Underneath is Michael Myers. 6 years old, the knife still in his hand, eyes on nothing. The monster of Haddonfield turns out to be a boy who feels nothing at all. That reveal makes you rethink what a killer looks like. The story after it makes you rethink someone you watched the whole time. Sleepaway camp. A shy girl barely says a word all summer. The summer ends with her cradling the remains of someone she cared about.
It's Angela!
Camp Arawak. A quiet teenager named Angela. She barely speaks. She watches. The other kids decide she's strange and harmless. Then campers start dying. The ones who mocked her, the ones who cornered her, and everyone looks anywhere but at the silent girl by the water. The last night, the camp searches the dark. Ronnie and Susie reach the beach and calls her name.
Ricky! Whoa, you guys out here?
Angela sits at the water's edge, something cradled in her lap. Still. Something in that stillness tells you it's already too late, and this is where the whole movie rearranges itself. Angela was never who the camp believed. She stands. In her hands is the severed head of Paul, the boy she liked. The reveal shows that Angela is actually Peter, the child who survived the accident and was raised as Angela.
I said, don't you think so, Angela?
One frozen frame rewrites every quiet moment you watched. The pity wasn't wrong, but the cause was. The child you ached for and the killer are the same broken person. The quietest camper at Arawak was the one everyone should have feared. What comes next undoes a death everyone was sure had already happened. I know what you did last summer. 4 friends are certain the man is dead. They pushed him into the sea themselves. Southport, 1 year after the accident. Julie comes home with one buried secret. A man on a dark road, a car, a body in the water. Then a note arrives. They know. A figure in a fisherman's slicker appears at the edges of their lives. A hook in hand. He doesn't behave like a person. He's there, then gone. People around them start dying, and then the circle gets smaller. Turns out you can't bury a man who isn't dead. But here's the truth they buried with him. The man in the water never drowned. On his boat, the fisherman shows his face. It's Ben Willis, the man they hit, who had just killed David Egan the night they ran him down. He survived what they tried to bury, and a year later he's hunting them down. Suddenly it isn't random, and it isn't a ghost. It's a man with a reason, and the reason is them. The slicker was never the scary part. The grudge underneath it was, and they made it themselves. The man they left for dead had been alive the whole time. Revenge at least makes a twisted kind of sense. The next reveal doesn't explain revenge. It destroys trust. Thanksgiving. A killer in a pilgrim mask hunts the people who survived a deadly sale. Almost everyone in town looks like a suspect. Plymouth, Massachusetts. 1 year after a Black Friday that turned into a stampede. A figure in a John Carver mask begins killing the people tied to that night. The killer is methodical. He posts a photo of a Thanksgiving table online, every chair labeled with a name from that night. Then, one by one, those people begin to disappear. Every clue points somewhere new, but the sheriff stays steady through all of it, the calm center holding the chaos together. And somehow, the steadiest man in the room is the one who starts to feel wrong. This is the detail that changes everything. The hunt was being led by the very thing it was hunting. The killer is Sheriff Eric Newlin. The man running the entire investigation is John Carver. He was avenging Amanda, the woman he was having an affair with, who was pregnant with his child when she died in the Black Friday chaos. The danger wasn't hiding from the search, it was leading it. The man sworn to keep the town safe was the one thinning it out. One trusted hand on the wheel. That's the wound this reveal leaves. Once the protector is the predator, no badge or calm voice ever feels safe again. The person they trusted to find the killer already knew exactly where to look. One killer behind a badge is unsettling enough. The film after it hides two killers behind a single mask. Scream. The voice on the phone could be anyone in town. By the last act, it belongs to someone who's been right beside her. Woodsboro, a masked figure called Ghostface is killing teenagers and circling Sidney Prescott. The mask, the knife, the voice.
Wanna die, Sidney?
They fit anyone, and the film makes you suspect them all. Her boyfriend, her friends, even her own father. Everyone gets a moment that looks like guilt. The mask drifts through the story like a rumor that won't die. The closer you watch, the more every friendly face looks like a threat. The survivors gather at a house party that turns into a slaughter. Sidney runs, certain the killer is in the dark behind her. This is where the movie stops playing fair. There was never just one of them. Ghostface is Billy Loomis, and he isn't alone.
Sidney, you look like you've seen a ghost.
His best friend Stu Macher has been wearing it too. And for Billy, Sidney was never just a victim. She was the daughter of the woman he blamed for destroying his family. The whole film was a con. The faked attack, the loving boyfriend act, all of it was cover. And the cruelest part is the tenderness. Every comforting moment was staged. The boy comforting her through the nightmare was the one writing it. Two faces behind one mask feels like the deepest betrayal possible. The last reveal goes further to a face that shouldn't exist at all. Happy Death Day to you. The time loop seems to choose Ryan next. Then the baby face mask comes off, and the killer looks exactly like him.
Maybe you were separated at birth.
Bayfield University. The day is looping again, but this time it traps Ryan,
I feel like I've totally lifted his...
not Tree. A killer in a baby face mask hunts him. The student whose experiment cracked time open. At first, the loop seems to pass to Ryan. He dies, wakes, and the masked figure keeps coming for him. Same day, same threat, same mask, and no idea who is under it. A pep rally, then a fire alarm clears the building. Ryan spots Babyface in the crowd and runs, but the killer chases him down. Tree swings a bat and drops him. Then her hand closes around the mask. Here's the part no one sees coming. The face under the mask belongs to the victim. She peels it back and the killer is Ryan, not their Ryan. A version of him from another timeline.
Somehow I got knocked into a parallel time.
Here to kill his original self and shut down the disaster his machine set loose. This one breaks from every reveal before it. The killer isn't a stranger, a friend, or a lover. He's the target himself, hunting his own life across timelines. The mask was never hiding a stranger. It was hiding the one face Ryan could never escape, his own.